Hello friends, my name is Behroz. I'm a head of finance by profession and welcome to my channel where I share with you tips and tricks in order for you to achieve career and financial success. Now in today's video, I will talk about kind of a combination of both the two together, which is career and personal finance, how to get paid more for whatever work that you're doing in your 9 to 5 capacity. So whatever job you have, how to get paid more for the job that you're doing, how to increase your salary. Now for the purpose of this video, I have 4 hacks to share with you. And the last one is my favorite and most lucrative in order for you to increase your salary. So make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video. Now before going into those 4 hacks, I have a request for you. 1, press the like button, and 2, subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in supporting me, motivating me, and will eventually help me improve the quality of the content that I put on this channel. Now, number 1 hack is to look for ways with which you can contribute to what matters most to the organization you're working for. Now, when you are working in an organization, you have multiple tasks that you need to work on. Some tasks are important and have a direct impact to what the organization is trying to achieve. And other tasks are just necessary tasks that need to be done. And then there are certain tasks which you do, however, they add no value at all. So what you need to do is you need to figure out exactly what is that the organization is trying to achieve and what matters the most to the organization, and hence start working on it. So let's take for an example, if the organization, if their priority is to improve the profitability, then you need to start working on projects or tasks which will improve the profitability of the organization. So if you have like 10 tasks on your table, look for the one which has the biggest impact on the profitability and start working on that. Now for this very purpose, what you need to do is you need to either check with your manager or people in authority or in position of knowing as to what are the key priorities for the organization, what is that matters most for the organization, especially in the short run, and then start looking for things or ways in which you can contribute and come up with ideas and suggestions and share those suggestions and ideas with your manager and with those people who are in place of authority like the top management, and tell them that these are your suggestions and this is how you want to contribute. Or otherwise, look for projects that are already underway, which have a direct impact on that particular priority of that organization. So let's say the priority of the organization is to deliver more profits, and there is a project that is being underrun in order to reduce the cost of a particular factory or a particular machinery or a particular operation. Then try to be part of that project in some form or the other and see how you can contribute to the project. Even if you are not directly involved, see if there are ways you can contribute with your input, with your suggestions, or just be part of that team. If you put your hand or you put your influence on something which is important to the organization, you will start to shine because the organization will have their limelight on that particular project. And if somehow you're close to that particular project which is in the limelight, you will also get the limelight. And when you get the limelight, you get more chances of being paid more, getting promoted, getting bigger bonuses, and getting better compensated. Now, number 2 hack is, or something to avoid, is don't go to your manager asking for a raise. If you go to your manager asking for a raise, there's a good chance you will either get a no or it may not be perceived well. So what you essentially need to do is tell your manager what is that you expect to be paid, and you want your manager's help to know what will it take for you to reach that place. What are the tasks, assignments, projects that you need to do in order to reach that place. So you tell your manager what you want, however you don't want it today. You eventually want it and you want your manager's help to take you there. Now this is a collaborative conversation as against just a one-way conversation, because now you are seeking help from your manager in order to be in a position where you can command that salary or that income. This way your manager will be more than willing to help because they know that you are coming from a position where you are ready to give in more, contribute more, add more value, because you are asking your manager, tell me what I need to do. What are the projects I need to work on? What are the tasks I need to do? What are the things that I need to improve in myself to be in a place where you can get me paid that amount which I'm looking for? So with this, what you're doing is you're coming from a position of saying, I want to add more value, and in return of adding more value, I want to get paid. But I exactly want to know what that value add looks like. So you need to guide me. You need to tell me what are the things that I need to do, which will eventually add the value which you are looking for. And hence I will be able to get paid what I want. Now, related to manager, the third one is how to manage your manager. It is a skill in itself. because your manager is the individual who promotes you, who gives you the raise, which we are talking about, increases your salary, and also promotes your image within the organization. So you need to learn how to manage your manager. I've made a special video on this particular topic. You can check it out here. Also, I will leave the link in the description of this video. But essentially what you need to do, or one primary thing that you need to do, is figure out what are the things your manager is not good at or finds frustrating. Take that task from them. Make it easy for them. Make life easy for your manager. If the work setup or the work life is easy for your manager, they will be very happy for you, because you are someone who is making it easy for them to work on things which they enjoy, and hence you are taking the task which they don't like or they are not good at and trying to make it easy for them, because the task which they don't enjoy or they are not good at usually takes more amount of time from them, and they don't enjoy it, and maybe they are not good at it either. So when you take the task from them, you make it easy for them, because you have now reduced their workload significantly. So they can focus on other better things and also can focus on promoting you, given they are now so happy with you because you have solved their biggest problem or biggest challenge at work. Number 4, and the most important one, which I talked in the beginning, is either learn or earn. At any given point in time in your organization, you should be in a position where either you should be earning or you should be learning. If none is happening, then either change roles or your department or the organization altogether. So usually how it works is, for the first year in a role, you are learning. For the second year in the role, you are contributing. In the third year in the role, you should start looking for other avenues, because the learning curve is done. So either you start getting paid more just because you start getting promoted within the role, which is good. But if you're not getting paid more and you're in the third year of your assignment, then probably you're not learning any further as well. Then, my friend, it is time for you to look for another assignment, another task, another project, or just change the organization altogether. So essentially what I'm talking about here is trying to get promoted every 3 years, because it is the promotion which will bring you the biggest jump in your salary. It won't be the increments that you get every year. That won't cut the bill, because that hardly manages the inflation or covers the inflation that is there for the year. For you to really get a jump in your salary, you need to get the promotions. And if you're not getting promotion every 3 years, then either you should be learning, so doing some tasks or projects where you learn more, because eventually you can benefit from the skill that you're learning in the future. And if you're not learning and you're just in the task and doing the same thing and not getting promoted, then it's time for you to change the organization altogether so you can get promoted and get the jump. I've made a separate video on this where I explain how people are able to make far more salary just by switching jobs, which is less of a taboo in current day and age, and people and employers are more comfortable with job switching. So you check out that video here, and also leave the link in the description of this video. But essentially the idea is that for you to either be in a phase where you're learning, and if not, then you should look for more earning, and the earning may eventually come from you switching jobs, which is perfectly fine. And hence you should look for avenues in order for you to change jobs and take on a task where, again, either you learn or you earn. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully after watching this video, you will be better equipped to increase your salary. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll like another video on my channel where I talk about the truth about getting rich. You can check it out here. Other than that, there is another video where I talk about how you can go about preparing for an interview on the last minute. You can check it out here. Thank you.